If you've ever set up an outdoor kitchen and found yourself juggling a flimsy trash can, a recycling bin that tips over, and a pile of greasy paper, you know the frustration of trying to keep the space tidy without spending a fortune on the wrong accessory. You're probably wondering whether a built-in pull-out drawer is worth the hassle, or if you'll end up with another piece of metal that rots in the sun. I get that hesitation, especially when every dollar counts and you don't want to waste money on something that ends up in the junk drawer. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Bull Outdoor Products Premium Double Pull-Out Trash/Recycle Drawer is marketed as an elegant solution for keeping waste separate while still looking sleek on a barbecue island. It's built from 304-grade stainless steel, comes with two 32-quart cans, and promises a heavy-duty pull-out mechanism that should glide smoothly even when the bins are full. The idea is simple. Slide the drawer out, toss the trash in one compartment and the recyclables in the other, then slide it back and keep the island surface clean. For anyone who likes their outdoor space to run like a professional kitchen, that sounds appealing on paper. Installation is where the rubber meets the road. The package includes the necessary hardware and a step-by-step guide, and most reviewers who have tackled similar Bull components say the process is straightforward if you have basic tools and a little patience. You'll need to mount the drawer onto the underside of your island countertop, align the brackets, and secure the screws. In practice, that means measuring twice, drilling a few pilot holes, and then tightening the brackets until the drawer slides without wobble. For a DIY-oriented homeowner who enjoys a weekend project, that's a reasonable amount of work. However, if you're not comfortable with a drill or lack a solid workbench, the installation could feel more like a chore than a convenience. Once it's in place, the day-to-day experience is all about how the drawer behaves under real cooking conditions. The two 32-quart cans give you a combined 8 gallons of capacity, which is enough for a family gathering or a small neighborhood cookout. Pull the drawer out, and the stainless steel surface feels sturdy. You can slide a bag of trash or a sack of recyclables in without the bins buckling. Because the cans are built into the drawer, you don't have to lift a heavy, full trash bag up onto a countertop. You simply slide the whole drawer out and empty the cans at the back of your house or in the curbside bin. That can be a real time saver when you're juggling burgers and side dishes. The strengths of this system are pretty clear. First, the stainless steel construction resists the typical rust that cheap outdoor bins suffer after a few rainstorms. Second, having both waste streams separated at the source makes it easier to stay eco-friendly without an extra step of sorting later. Third, the heavy-duty hardware and the included hardware set mean you don't have to hunt for extra brackets or bolts. And finally, the visual appeal. A sleek metal drawer that slides into the island does give your outdoor kitchen a more polished, professional look. On the flip side, there are a few practical drawbacks that become evident after a few weeks of use. The drawer's width and depth can dominate the underside of a smaller island, leaving less room for other prep tools or a cutting board. When the cans are full, the drawer becomes noticeably heavy, and although the mechanism is marketed as smooth, some users report a bit of resistance that can make the pullout feel less effortless than advertised. Because the system is essentially a metal box with a sliding track, any exposure to salty air. For everyday use, the biggest question is not just whether Bull Outdoor Products premium components for outdoor kitchen barbecue island double pull-out trash/recycle drawer 8-gallon with reveal has impressive specs, but whether those specs match the way you actually plan to use it. In the default_tech category, buyers should compare the headline features against their daily routine, setup space, compatibility needs, and how often they will use the product after the first week.